as you get a look at the fans inside.
To bring some of the young guys, especially the young guys that have never, kind of been to the Dominican and Lakeland or getting your work in during spring training, which I think is part of the fun for this, about all the talent that they have on this team, and just go out there and play baseball.
Overall prospect in baseball. Go right field. Welcome to the show, kid.
Unbelievable right there. Jump, puts a great swing on it, right center field.
19 homers a year for Green. This time Severino takes it himself. And now a home run in international waters.
Yeah, McGonigal is really a difficult decision for A.J. Hinch.
Tatis won't get there. So two hard
hands of doing that with their aggressiveness.
Spencer Torre move on that last pitch. He's up and left for Soto, and there are two away. For the Tigers, Colt Keith couldn't hold up. Tigers in attack mode. The line, Machado was pulled off the bag for Max Clark. High fast. And you said the overall field. There is at third, Keith at second. Caught out of the air by Guerrero. Broke his. Here comes the DR with Fernando Tatis Jr. And it looked like Ty Madden. Fans already getting into it for the top of the order.
Yeah, I love hearing that.
Ty Madden, the 26-year-old for the Tigers, not getting the low pitch. Tatis Jr. Hit into right field. Fans already playing. Only one play there from McKinstry to get more. Tatis already in scoring position. Madden in eyeglasses, but he gets a better look now at Soto. Turn him loose. Very for Perez. Takes a long time to come. A chance for Vladdy with Tatis at third. Knocked in. 2-2. Good adjustment. So we know another payoff. He got him. Madden wins the U.S. contingent, followed by the DR. And there's Luis Severino. Ball and two strikes. Sam McKinstry.
I played winter.
They remember everything. Like Guerrero, he can't find it. And
McKinstry when you take your lead.
Broken bat roll. Not going to test the home roll a year ago. Quickly down 0-2. Boy, I dodged the bullet there. And that time, Severino puts him down for good. And that the dirt ball perfectly.
Exhibition games are important for that catcher-pitcher relationship. Getting his attitude, the way he kind of grinds.
To right center, McGonigal does it again.
For you.
And now Riley Green, soft one.
His athleticism.
We get to see him. We get to see Nolan Arenado in his new hairstyle.
This team, and giving some guys some days off and still providing a really good right here from Wells. Just the 36 pitches already through a couple of innings here. It's definitely a hitter-friendly park.
Homered in his first AB off Logan Webb, and that time Severino starting thing down.
They get a look at Manuels. Took it back from him.
This ball popped foul.
He's got a chance to get to 3,000 hits, I think.
Counter. Madden full windup. The DR gets the leadoff man on. And we turn the.
This is the best lineup anyone will see.
Around the leadoff walk to Machado. One gets by Perez. He carried. And the DR. Here comes Julio as the tying run. And Madden starting to. Machado at third, Caminero at first. Pretty good tonight. And now he's good spot for Julio on 3-1. And he doesn't see anything that he.
As far as the intensity, because once you get into some of
there's a base hit. Machado's in. Gojitos being represented in Santo Domingo. Time here in the booth, slowing down my heartbeat. Now Geraldo we need to remember he didn't pitch at all last year. First, Torkelson, long throw to second, rifled too far from his Long Island house for the Long Island Ducks. So, spring outing in the Grapefruit League. And another walk, third one of the inning. And now Marte grounded out to second his first time. That's 5 straight. Marichal bleeding into the U center. Clark running back. Just shot. And that ties the score. Marte, Soto, 8th man up in the second. Republic on the doorstep of erasing a 3-0 deficit.
Since Miguel Cabrera.
That'll be their opponent when they start the event on Friday night.
Hitter that you could, I mean, it's video game kind of stuff.
And after all that, pitcher for the Dominican Republic, lefty Gregory Soto. And this is inside.
Working on some things mechanically, but I think even more so, you know, just regaining that
average 789 OPS over 155 games, and
they could also give up the free pass.
Keith has his second base hit in blue.
Oh, I'm sure a lot of guys had.
He opened up on the left side. Another good one from Soto to jump.
That's pretty good draft.
Domo gathers, goes to Marte, and it's like they've done it.
Athlete than a lot of people give him credit for.
Big swing by McKinstry. So far, Soto
he can play multiple positions.
And the fastball ties him up.
Natural movement of the pitch kind of dictate what's going to happen. You can see there, Wells
worked his way back, 2-2, and that one gets him. And Soto's, and so are we. Bottom three, Tigers and the Dominican Republic tied 3 game after Matt Seelinger came in to get the last out in the second. Another 2-2 to Vladdy. Takes care of it on his own. Did that third inning with a walk. Recovers after stumbling. And throws out his easy going around second. Here's Junior Caminero. Entry into center. He's been prone to some slow starts the last couple of years.
Early on in the season, or something if they can't tend to finish a season of Tigers.
Runner on the move. Another. So that's 4 of them now. Given up. He deals with Austin Wells. And a first pitch strike with. Wells has seen him before.
Caught looking and then the sweeper away.
And he blows the fastball by him. He comes, but not forgotten. Long time Major League reliever Octavio.
Into the bullpen, but Dotel was huge for us. Was extremely well liked, and a lot of valuable lessons that I learned from him just from on a curveball, which he rarely ever threw.
Goodbye, Jake Rock.
But there was definitely a
not only Octavio Dotel, but Tony Blanco. And here's my prediction. I think that
he's ready for it.
He's driven in all 3 Tigers runs. There's that discernible. And there's a walk. McGonigal's on for the 3rd
for this Tigers team.
No slouch at the plate here. That's Riley Green, who's over.
Yeah, that's.
And down the line. And McGonigal with his wheel. I remember seeing an interview with Riley Green not too long ago.
But I understand that. Sometimes you're going so well, you think you can hit everything, and you end up swinging, and you end up being too passive.
Good take right there. Spits on the.
An incredible player. And it's just a 25-year.
And a fractured foot to his left. And he hangs up. The new pitcher is Sir Anthony Dominguez. And he starts off 1-0 out of Esperanza. Cracked foul by Perez. During the regular, got a nice look at Wencel Perez. And on 1-2, he's got no chance. Aldo Perdomo. Tatis and Marte to follow.
To make this trip to help out.
Past the diving McKinstry. It's a leadoff base. That's Perdomo's deep to left field. And off the base of the wall. He's on his way in. Tie ball game. There's an RBI double, a walk, and a single. Two-one.
Back into that count.
Little lean right there. 3-2. Now he's going to test the arm. And it's running display on a loop. That was brilliant. Start to finish. Up the middle at short. And the old Perez looking up, and it's out of here. Shot. And it looks like they've shuffled the order.
That bat.
I mean, I was soaking it all up. And Manny has left the building.
Well, this is like their World Series right now.
And now Caminero, yes sir!
It's the atmosphere at this place right now, and these guys are really.
Strike one, trying to Kamal Hanafi. Nice play to get. And now Carlos Estevez is the new pitcher on for the top of the fifth. Dominguez got the final out in the fourth. Carlos has,
over the course of this tournament, the WBC, whoa, watch out there. They can overwhelm you. And
it's into left field, falling in front of Soto. Bring your noisemakers. And Cole Keith having a nice night. He's done it on a lot of made. There's the combo from the Diamondbacks. Laddie trying to find his way. Finally got his GPS work of their bullpen. Just with the names that they've trotted out tonight.
So you're going to want to have a strong bullpen to be able to get out.
Coming on, the shortstop Perdomo gets out there first. That's the big matchup next Wednesday. As we get a little bit closer as well. Celebrating after he struck out the side in the ninth.
Comes something now. It means something to these guys now.
And a good spot right there. It's really nice when you have Geraldo Perdomo in the 9 spot. He's got an RBI field.
Like he's a difference-making kind of offensive player. Just the
from a year ago. He was 5th in the league.
I'm talking about
100
RBIs.
Himself a night here on MLB Network. Around. Here's the throw. He's in there with the base coach. So Perdomo 5 triples last year.
Decision on your own. You know what you got to do to be able to get to third, and if you can make it or not. And I'm sure those guys are turning the corners on those bags pretty sharply.
So Dave, if you're watching right now, to score Perdomo. So a couple of changes here. Regular starting to come out in the bottom of the 5th. He's in on the phone with a base hit. Still early in the spring. A bullet into right field. Well, here's the elder statesman of this group, Carlos Santana, pinch hitting. He didn't play. About to begin his first year with the Diamondbacks. He trying to work his way out of the hole. With a base hit back through the middle. Here comes Rose.
Right now.
Yeah, you're still feeling those all these years later. Filter into the dugout for the Dominican. McKinstry goes to the bag and then back to first pitch outside, so place of Austin Wells. O'Neill Cruz in center field for Julio. And there's a strike, 1-2 from Uribe. Keeping is kept in order. Nice job by McKinstry. We can focus on Abner Uribe with another 1-2. 7, 8, 9 here for the Tigers. McKinstry waves at it for Albert Milwaukee.
And that's always going to be the key with guys that throw with big velocity, is being able to throw enough strike.
Innings from Milwaukee. Looking from the extreme first base side. Is that a sword?
Guard and one red shin guard.
I can't say I've ever seen that before. Listen, I'm for the multicolored equipment. I just don't want to. And Uribe strikes out the. And he gets Caminero still. Lots been made about his deep playing back inside of Tropicana Field for the 22-year-old. Well, early looks here.
Batting practice, though, for the offseason to be able to practice a little bit more.
That's just unlucky.
That bat there against him.
So the same thing here. We're going in. Good luck in August. 2-0, Rick Fowl.
Well,
look alive.
As far as his positioning, his footwork.
He heard you.
Of helping his pitcher when it comes to framing, but also making sure that he was in the right position.
Not happen overnight. Jeremy Pena's first AB fights one off. He'd been an all-star last year, but got hurt. World Series MVP. This one is back. This one's carrying, and this one, no problem. An RBI triple, and it feels like 12 runs, 17 hits. And there's Jack Penny tested.
Swing and miss stuff, and can really shut down any lineup.
The story's 3 of the 4 Tigers runs.
Yeah, the quality of it.
Going on. 2-1. He just.
Of the 2020s, right there, just missing one on
Florida State League MVP. Boy, he has lived up to on MLB Network a perfect 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs. The pinch runner now at first. O'Neal Cruz makes the
Good together.
And what I think will help him too this year, Alex, is the big bats that they brought, which I think for right now is a good spot for him. There's a nice piece from Wencel Perez, his second single. USA preview show. And a swing and a miss. That one, Carrot had the Tigers on it. You were happy.
Yeah, I was in big league camp.
Foul gets up for it. And funnels it to six. Back here with Alex Avila, I'm Greg Caserta. So good to be with you for the first.
Yeah, I've played a few games in that stadium. And then,
right at work when that one ate him up. Karam's in a foul. Seth Stevenson takes over in center. After the error by for Workman to redeem himself. The flip and the turn for Leones. Last year in the Mexican League, Santana and RBIs single his first time.
one of the elder statesmen on that team.
Everything's finding Workman, and he has another issue with it. Michael De Leon, the batter.
And you look for the break of the wrist, or if it crosses.
It's short, and somehow they get the flip. Is here in the seventh. Runners at the corners. And your turn. Ball and a strike.
Playing winter ball in the Dominican. It's a fantastic experience. Because it's a great form of baseball. It's into that island. They saw the Dodgers were one of the first teams to really kind of start tapping, where they would develop the players. They'd go through English as Raul Mondesi, Mariano Duncan, Jose Vizcaíno.
Memory lane here, a strikeout from Wandy Peralta, and
you don't know what they're going to end up becoming. Some interactions, with Pedro in those years.
O'Neal Cruz sent a scorched liner to first his last time up, but a scorched liner to first. Getting ready for his third full.
And trying to see if he can actually put it together.
This one sends it deep to right, but
to be one of the stars of this game.
Good job by Ben Maljury to locate.
A little bit bats against Salmons right there, looking comfortable.
It's the 24-year-old Agustin Ramirez. I get to look it up.
I'm going to say under 5.
Going under 5?
First, Joe West is the first base umpire. And there's a break in.
Better than that. So Ramirez works a walk. Look out, Jeremy Pena. Now Pena to chase, 1-1.
Chest in front of it.
Can you be a plus defender?
What you're capable of doing while you're on it.
Pena, he got it the other way. Ramirez. Shortstop, takes care of it himself. That's Woody Hadid. I know you love guys like that.
Oh, yeah.
Bennett Lee, the catchers, their pose for Pool D. Oh, that's just unfair for this bullpen right now. We're looking at 6 and a.
McGonigal hit that home run. They came out swinging.
6th.
Well, he was absolutely electric. Out of all those guys that came.
This all over again tomorrow, partner. And there's that two-seam run. And that's going to do it. Stand and cheer.